Good evening. Saturday night. That means one thing, it's NXTGEN Clio Cup. And it's very close at the top. RCF follows 65 points, Edu 64, and NGR Martin on 53. So that's your top three at the moment. But as we're seeing, it could go any way. See what tonight's action from Hockenheim using the national layout of the circuit. See what action it brings. It's just medium cloud for tonight's race. I don't know if anyone else like me is looking forward to one of the wet race. See how these guys handle it. Tonight's race. So good luck to everyone. So here it is on the outlap. But Cam as well, not out the running yet on 45 points. Blue Gobi on 45 as well. So we'll see how these two battle it out tonight. Blue Gobi still in the pits at the moment. So very important, get your heat in your tyres. NGR Curly stopping on the track there for some reason. Not the best place to stop. Blue Gobi is out on the way now. But here is our current leader at the moment, RCF, Polo FR. We'll see how he handles the pressure of being at the top at the moment. Just 1 point between him and Edu. If we can find where Edu is. This is a nice track for these cars. It's not too long, but long enough. So I think it's going to be Edu for the win from John Green there. We know that Edu has definitely got the skills to get the win. But I'm the likes of RCF and NGR Martin battling out as well is not going to be an easy feat for him. But we've watched Edu from the very start of NXTGEN in the Clio Cups. Each race he got progressively better, and now he's up challenging for a season win. No, we are approaching the halfway mark of the season. We're taking a Christmas break in a couple of weeks. Someone getting a little bit out of shape, going into the hairpin just in the distance there. We should see the times coming in soon. Cam's still in the pits there. Still got plenty of time in this qualifying session, but ideally needs to get out on track. There is a lot of traffic at the moment, but needs to get out and start getting those times in. So we should see times coming in very soon. So is this Edu's first lap? Yeah, it is. He's currently pole at the moment there, 137, just under the 140 mark, 138 mark I should say. RS Jim as well, so RS Jim currently on 44 points. And Luck's just not gone his way at the moment, but a season win is could still be on the cards for him. He just needs a couple of good races. RCF currently running 4th at the moment. And GR Martin, who's 3rd with 53 points. I should say, well, I'd say 3rd, Blue Gobi. Blue is currently on 45 points there as well, so Cam's biggest rival at the moment. Cam's now on track, as we can see, the pit symbols are next to his car. So RCF a little bit of work to do at the moment, but of course that's just the first lap. We'll see times come down there as well. And oh, pushing it hard there as well, almost gets on two wheels but managed to get it going, but that's going to sacrifice this lap unfortunately for him. You know, when you're at the top and these points mean everything to you, sometimes you can just push a little bit too hard. I think we've got a little bit of lag there from Tim. Hopefully it sorts itself out for the race. Yeah, I don't think that's Tim driving like that. I think that is lag. Scooby as well. Currently running 12th at the moment. Scooby on 40 points. This is a 25 point gap from him in first place at the moment. It's not had the best first 4 rounds in this season. I do feel that we've a lot more to see from Scooby. Again, just luck hasn't been on his side. He's moved up to 5th there though. So it's currently top 5 within a second of each other. I'm sure we'll see that change. NGR Martin now is in first place as well. It's probably been there a little while with the tag being so similar on the table. We've just missed that. So NGR Martin having a really good qualifying session at the moment. But look at this, nothing behind him. Well, Edu is behind him, but nothing between them at the moment. Oh, his back end coming out there. He's pushing maybe just a little bit too hard. I think it's time to just slow down, compose yourself, and then get yourself going again. You don't want to find that you're pushing too hard like that. That's definitely probably invalidated because of track limits there. You just push too hard. If you do it too many times, it invalidates your current lap and the next lap as well. So there's RCF down in 8th. I think we might see him change here though. Is he going to go up the tables? Yeah, he moves up to 5th there. So it's now the top 8 within a second of each other. Scott McFall rounding out the within a second boys at the moment. Blue Gobi choosing to pit now. You do going out onto the green stuff there. That might invalidate this lap time. Still got 2 that haven't put in a time, so NGR Curly and Amiga. Amiga not doing too bad with the points. He's on 43 at the moment, so a good result for him tonight. Depending on others, how others do, could see him jump up the tables. Again, it's one that I feel that we haven't seen the best of at the moment this season, although he has had a couple of good races. Just sometimes luck goes against him. Fastest lap, Cam now taking provisional pole duty. As I mentioned, on equal points with Blue Gobi at 45. So it's a 20 point difference at the moment. So these points really do matter to this guy at the moment. Oh, you can see the getting a little bit unstable on the curbs there, but managed to cope well around the corner. So we've still got 8 within a second of each other. And just over 10 minutes left to go in the qualifying session. We've still got Curly still putting a time in. We might see him put a lap time in now though. So he approaches the final corner onto the home straight. saying no time there. Oh, fights the little Clio round. Corner one there. Tricky little corner that. Scooby, mentioned there, we haven't seen the best from him. Pulling out a great second spot on the grid at the moment. And really, absolutely nothing between him and Cam in the top. So he's pitted in. Not sure why he pitted in then. Only Scooby will know that, but he was running well. Here we see NGR Martin. Is he going to be able to take back provisional pole? As he crosses the line, we wait for the board to update. He stays where he is. Edu does as well. Oh, catching Blue Gooby there. Looked like getting a little bit out of shape, back end coming out on him. Is he going to improve on his time? Stays in 7th. So Cam still lives to fight another day in provisional pole at the moment. Scooby's still in the pits there. Does he feel that's all he can give? RCF moved into 3rd as well now. And I've said it, pretty much every race this guy came in new and has really settled into these Clio Cup races very, very well. Really give our regular boys a run for the money. And it's the same for NGR Martin as well. He's not been with us that long really, but certainly knows how to drive these little Clio Cup cars and the touring cars as well. Now, weirdly enough, it's still saying that Amiga, Curly have yet. I wonder if, sure they were in the lobby before it started. I mean, it is saying at the side there that lap time invalidated due to track limits, so could be. Oh, I thought that was a little bit of lag, but fortunately the car just came unsteady for him going around that corner. Struggling to get to grips with it on this Hockenheim track. RCF got a lot of traffic in front and behind. He's obviously letting traffic go. Maybe he knows that he was on for a good lap there. I mean, that's EDU who's also just trying to find where he is. Yeah, I think EDU was in the dirt. So we've still got 8 just within a second of each other. And Jill Taylor has brought the gap down slightly. See if he improves on this lap as well. Just need that one good lap. But track limits do need to be very, very careful on this track. Some corners are more forgiving than others. But Cam at the moment still doing what needs to be done. Staying out in front. He's in the pits now though. Seeing the time at just over 6 minutes left of this qualifying session. Is RCF gonna jump in front now? Hope stays where he is. I have said a few times. Oh, Blue Goby now taking provisional pole. Well done to Blue on that. But I have said time and time again, stay out and keep going. You are not safe at the top spot with this lobby. You need to keep going and pushing that little bit harder. See, Edu is running the pits and is leaving now. I see Scooby's still in the pits. RCF maybe playing the long game here though. Qualifying doesn't always guarantee the win. See him last week at Watkins Glen. It was the top six that for pretty much the first half of the race just followed each other around. It was a cracking race to watch. And it just takes one little mistake, just miss your braking point very slightly, and you lose a hell of a lot of places. So starting RCF down in 5th now. NXTGEN is now in 2nd. So it's now the top 9 within a second of each other. I think that's the most we've had in the what I'm now officially calling the 1 second club. ATL, and everyone has put in times now as well, which is nice to see. So if you are watching this and sometimes people don't track in your director mode on project cars, they do need to be in the lobby before the race starts. Oh, that's ATL, I think that's going to discount his lap here. They do need to be in the race before the lobby before it starts, otherwise it just won't track them properly. Whether they can fix that, I'm not too sure in upcoming patches. Everyone will say, oh, it must be easy to do, but I know I don't code games, so if it was easy I think everyone would do it. But Jim is staying out on track, sensible thing to do. In my opinion, it is the right, the only thing you should be doing really. And lobby's this close, is he going to be able to take the top spot? I think he stays where he is. Literally just not letting it, or might discount the lap now though. So Edward Jones, who is Blue Goby, commenting there, it's going to be one hell of a race. I completely agree with you there as well, mate. We'll get back out on track. It's not safe yet, especially when you've got the likes of Cam and NXTGEN and RCF fighting for that top spot. I did mention that it doesn't. Oh, so let's just read this comment that's coming in. So one thing I've noticed, tyres overheating after lap 4. Yeah, that is one thing that's, players, someone else, so it's been pushed down to 6. Just trying to work out. So I think that's Edu that's moved into 5th now. So it's pushed RCF down to 6. This is what Edu wants. He needs to be above him. Ideally a couple of places just to jump above him in the points race at the moment. RCF 1 point ahead of Edu, but the guys at the moment that are above him are the ones that need the points as well as NGR Martin. But the top 5 really needing these points tonight. But yeah, sorry, back to the tyre situation. So yeah, tyre wear's obviously off, but heating the tyres, if they do start overheating, it can be like driving on ice. So it's learning when to push it and when to hold off. But when you've got 9 guys all streaming in a line behind you, it's easier said than done. See if NGR Curley can improve on his time here. So he's now on his final lap. Stays where he is. Oh dear, and that is going to mess up that lap for him. Nice to see on the cameras, but sadly not nice when you're trying to get the best lap in. And who's this? Edu has now taken the top spot, still it right at the end, and that's why I say it's very important to stay out, keep those laps coming. And Cam has taken second. Blue Gobi's going to be absolutely kicking himself for pitting in here. We've got Jim, who might upset the flow here. RCF down in 6. He's still out on track as well. This could be a very, very interesting turn of events in this qualifying session. This is the last chance for RS Jim. Is he going to be able to do it? He crosses the line. It doesn't move up. RCF stays in 6 as well. So he's just seeing if he can improve his time now as well. Blue Gobi there commenting. He needed a rest. There's no time for resting in this league. So drop down to 8 in the 1 second club. Scott McFall still out on track here though as well. See if he can upset a few places. He comes past the line. Right. Now does he improve? No, stays where he is. Oh, it says lap time invalidated there. Ayatel. Is he going to be able to upset anyone here? Could see him move up a couple of places. No, stays in 11th where he is. So just 20 seconds left, so the AI drivers taking over the cars here. That's why they're driving 2 miles an hour. So exceptional qualifying, that really good stuff. You know, it looks certain that someone's going to stay there, but it never is. So good luck to all the drivers as we're about to start round 5 of our Max Coates Clio Cup, hosted by NXTGEN. As we wait patiently for the race to start. So just out the one outside the 136. You there as well. Says the game sinks. Corner 1 very tricky on this track. Edu looks like he gets a good start as well. Cam. Everyone looked like they had a good start. RS Jim. Very good start from him. Looks like everyone through nice and clean on corner 1. Edu still leading the way, but Cam is going to steal it from him here. No, Edu goes back in front. He's got RS Jim, Scooby, Blue Gobi, and John Martin. All behind him, RCF as well in 7th at the moment. But Edu doing enough to stay out in front as they approach the hairpin. Braking hard. Blue Gobi in 3rd now. RS Jim trying to force his way through. Bumper to bumper with Blue Gobi. Sound like a touch, but that's the exhaust spitting out the flames there. See guys push these Clios as hard as they can on this lap 1, trying to stay in the top front of the field. It's just a long line of Clio cars at the moment. Cam going to try and fight his way through here. We're on board with Cam now. Oh, he do get the back end out there as well. Cam couldn't make it through. on board with blue as he's watching this unfold as well. Oh, he loses the back end onto the grass. That's a dangerous place to go sliding as he sees the cars just slide off, go off in front of him. Oh, he's going to be absolutely kicking himself there. But that's what I say, just the littlest mistake. And now he's got one hell of a job to do there. Oh, we've lost someone in the game there as well. That's Cam applying the pressure to Edu. RCF really in a battle here. It's got NGR Martin, Scott McFall and Amiga find his ways through here. Scott McFall slotting back in as he has to defend from NGR Martin now as well. Amiga coming right down upon him here as well. NGR Martin taking the defensive line through the hairpin. Amiga and Scott McFall now side by side. Oh, as the camera goes back to the action here. Scott McFall making it difficult for Amiga to find a way past. RCF will just be wanting to move as much as he can here. Trying to get up in front. Scott McFall thought he'd lost it a little bit there as well. I think it's just the angle of the camera. Oh, loses a little bit there because it's a little bit wobbly. Amiga has to brake hard to avoid any unnecessary contact. Amiga really applying the pressure here to try and force an error from Scott. As he does so there, Amiga, is he going to be able to get past here? So no, Scott's got a good drive going through the corner. Here's the battle for the top spot. Cam has managed to get past Edu here. And Edu has got RS Jim and Scooby coming up behind him. RCF following him there as well with NGR Martin really applying the pressure to him here now. Scott McFall and Amiga really battling out there as well. All Cam's got to do is just concentrate. Not so easy when you've got the likes of Edu and Jim coming up just behind you. These guys pushing hard here around this Hockenheim National Circuit. A little bit of a gap formed between Cam and Edu now as Edu really has to defend from RS Jim. That's one of them. It's like how much do you attack and how much do you defend, because Jim will be able to take advantage of any little mistake you made. Jim is looking like he's going to make a move here on Edu. He's not able to make it stick though. Edu just had enough drive to keep it going from him. But Edu now attacking again on Cam. Makes a lovely move past Amir. Cam's made a mistake. Is Jim going to be able to capitalise on this as well? He's not, but he's right on Cam here now. Cam will feel frustrated with himself for letting that happen. But just compose yourself. Get your head down. And just continue what you've been doing. RCF still battling with NGR Martin in the distance here as well. But at the moment it's a four-way battle for first as Jim thinks about getting past Cam here. I think he's going to do it. He does get in front. I think Cam is going to hold this line going into the hairpin though, and he's going to go back in front. Cam breaks a little bit later to get back in front. Lovely move by Cam there. Nothing that Jim could do about that. That was well thought out by Cam there from when Jim got past him. Cam thought, I'll be able to get it back here. But the guys in the... I was going to say distance is not so distant now. Catching up. Let's just see Hear the exhaust cracking and popping as these guys push these little Clios as hard as they can. Lap 5 of 20. And he'd back where he was at the start of the race. But Blue Gobi in 10th after that unfortunate incident on lap 1 where the back end lost it. He's got a hell of a job to do now. Let's get back in front. Amiga in 7th as well. Doesn't look like he's got the pace on the guys in front at the moment. And this is so bunched up at the front. Cam side by side with Edu here, coming out of the hairpin. Oh, Cam avoids NXTGEN there. Holds his line through the complex. Cam doing well to hold off NXTGEN at the moment. Scooby in the white and blue there, pushing it, wanting to get involved in this battle for second. Thing is though, he's got to get past Jim in third for this though, and that is certainly easier said than done. So comments there on YouTube. Cboss1, hello, how you doing, mate? Do you think Project Cars 2 is good on pad? I mean, we do have players that do race on pad. I personally use a wheel, so I can't really comment too much. I have used the pad. You know, it's not the easiest, but it's certainly not impossible. But wheels come in various prices. You can get some good deals on them as well. So like Thrustmaster T150, I'd recommend that. It's about 150 quid with pedals. So, you know, do a little bit of saving, invest in the wheel. But yeah, it is playable on a pad. If you join a group like NXTGEN, we've got pad users as well, so everyone will give you tips on settings and stuff. So yeah, certainly, you know, it is an awesome game, especially if you do like your racing. So come and join us at NXTGEN, with or without a wheel. Everyone is welcome. So we back to the action of the race. Azidu not putting a foot wrong at the moment. Oh, a little bit of a lock up from Cam there, going into the corner. Yeah, and as Blue Gobi mentioned in the comments before as well, tyre overheating after 4 laps. Well, they're now on lap 6, so if that has caused a problem for anyone, that is definitely going to have set in now. Oh, and Scooby has managed to make it into the top 3 there as well. I completely didn't see that. So NXTGEN, maybe it is the tyre overheating, but he's got RCF now breathing down in as well. And NGR Martin not a million miles away from this. So as Cam and Edu do pull away slightly, these 3 now battle it out. RCF, is he going to make a move here? Is he going to make it stick? No, thinks better of it. NXTGEN really applying the pressure here. So we'll go on board with NXTGEN. So you can still see Edu and Cam just in front. So a first place finish is definitely not out the cards at the moment. Oh, goes a little bit wide. I think that is tyre overheating. Don't have a much grip. You can see everyone locking up as they're struggling to get grip in these cars on this Hockenheim track. And they're still yet to reach the halfway point. I think we're going to see a lot more place changes happen in this race yet. So Amiga, oh, slightly over-ebbing it there as well. As he's watching these top six slightly run away from him. Oh, catches the car there. Very well caught by Amiga. Scooby there in the blue, white and green. Is RSGEN going to be able to make this move stick as we go side by side? But again, Scooby's going to hold this line here, coming up to the hairpin. I think Jim has done it here. Scooby able to get back side by side with him. He's not, an RCF and NGR Martin now back with him here. Let's take that map off. Oh, NGR Martin looks like he's applying pressure to RCF here. Oh, he's done him. RCF now down in 7th. He does not need this for his points, especially with Edu. Just 1 point behind him on the tables at the moment, but Edu was definitely going to jump if it finishes how it stands at the moment. Edu's still able to hold off Cam. And RSGEN back into 3rd now as well. Now NGR Martin has got the horrible challenge of holding off RCF here. I say that in the greatest respect to NGR Martin, but RCF is not an easy guy to defend against. But I think overheating of the tyres is really causing a problem for some of these guys tonight. Oh, RCF looks a little out of shape there. Going in, I think he locked up. And that has allowed NGR Martin to pull away slightly. Scooby is still a little bit off the place. Blue Goby in 9th. He's got Scott McFall to get past here. Let's see if he can do him on the hairpin. Oh, Scott McFall going off. Oh, avoids too much contact with the tyre wall there. Oh, Blue Goby will be thankful that that wasn't a difficult one to get past. So is he going to be able to make it back up to the fight with these guys? But Cam has managed to get past Edu now as well. You know, we do try and catch as much of the action as possible. Oh, Cam going off in the dirt. I think Edu's going to make his way past him here. Yes, he is. He says thanks very much. So the challenge now back on for Cam. RCF still trying to find his way past NGR Martin. Can anyone call who's going to finish first at the moment? I certainly can't. But Jim is really bearing down on these guys now as well. I think he's found his pace. And look at Scooby. He's having to defend now from NGR Martin, who's having to defend from RCF and attack Scooby at the same time. That is definitely no easy thing to do. NGR Martin lights blaring to let Scooby know he means business. Light glare on when you're actually in the game isn't too much of a problem though. It doesn't really put the drivers off. It doesn't really come through, especially in day driving on project cars, which I suppose is a good thing. But Jim with his lights blaring now as well. RCF, oh, did he lock up a little bit there? It looked like his car just slid forward a little bit. See a lot more control through that corner, a lot more controlled, and now applying lots of pressure to NGR Martin here. He's going to have a very good drive coming out of that corner. Look at that line of Clios. Still nothing separating the top 6 at the moment. RCF, I think he's going to be able to do him here. But NGR Martin going to hold this line. Going into the first hairpin. As the guys now power down. As it approaches hairpin number 2. Oh, what's happened here though? Edu down in 4th with NGR Martin and his main rival RCF just behind him. Oh, thinks about it. Oh, very, very close. I don't know if there was a gap there, to be honest. Needs to be careful about that. He's now pushing very hard. He knows that RCF is just behind him. He knows that he needs to at least finish in front of him to get where he is at the moment, pretty much equal on points. Oh, goes off there. Again, I think he's now struggling with heat in his tyres. I think he's pushed a bit too hard for a few too many laps. And I think we're going to see this almost like a domino effect going through the race, where the guys in front will have to push hard. Then they'll back off. Someone else will take the top spot, push hard. Then they'll have to back off. It's literally learning when to push and when to... Oh, 2 wheels there as he goes onto the curbs. I think it's... You know, he's got his racer mind on. He wants the positions, but is it now best to go, you know what, I'm still ahead, let's just back off a little bit, relax, take a couple of deep breaths. But he's bringing this fight to Scooby, and Scooby is not going down without a fight. Nice line through the corner through Scooby. Side by side now. Edu's going to take the position back here. Oh, has to back off there as well. Scooby closed the door on him. Let's go on board with Edu. Excuse me. He's now got in front of Scooby. I think Scooby might have just eased off there, just let him past. Scooby might have followed the next gen clean race. Oh, Edu, get the back end coming out on him here. Is Scooby going to be able to challenge here? RCF watching this, all follow in front of him. I think RCF is just playing a very cool game here. Just waiting for someone to make a mistake. Oh, side by side, a little bit of a touch. Oh, Martin very close to him there. And Joe Martin needs to be careful about any unnecessary contact. RCF thinks about it, moves back in though. Back end coming out of pretty much all the cars there. Lockups, slides. As NXTGEN bringing it to Cam here. Let's go to the trackside camera to watch this unfold. Like I said, is this just a domino effect of a tyre overheating problem? Cam's still doing enough though to hold Jim off at the moment. Blue Gobi in 8th there at the moment as well. It's not too far off these guys in the front. Edu going very wide there. I think it's a case of wanting to get back in the top spot and just not having the grip levels that you would because of the overheating tyres. As we see Scooby in the middle of a Clio sandwich here. And Joe Martin having a good drive today. He's had to defend for pretty much the whole of the race. And he has done so very well. I did say RCF, not an easy guy to defend as he pulls a move here. Oh, thinks about it. Was worried probably that he wasn't going to make it stick. And does a very good move to avoid any contact of diving back into the line. And Joe Martin, little back end, comes out a little bit of a wobble there, RCF. Better drive out the corner. Oh, as these two touch. Keeps it going though as well. Now that did look like racing to us here. I don't know if anyone's going to put a complaint in about that. I think that was just side-by-side racing. Hopefully they've got the spotters on everything to tell them where they are. But RCF now in 5th, as his next target is NGR Scooby. And then his main rival, Edu, just in front of him. First second as the camera tries to catch up with him. We're now lap 15 of 20. And oh, Jim House. Again, we've missed the change in the top spot. RS Jim still just out in front, but Cam now side by side. Cam in his favourite line coming up to the hairpin. Cam's going to take the spot back here. Side by side round the hairpin. Oh, has to brake late. Unfortunately locked up a little bit. It didn't pay off for him. Unfortunately, Edu avoids any major contact. But Edu will probably be kicking himself there. If he just chose a different line, could have got in front of Cam. As Cam still brings the fight to RS Jim here. 3 wide. RS Jim closes the door nice and early. As Edu now side by side with Cam. Very intense battle going on for first place here. As they now start lap 16 of 20 in our 5th round of our Max Coates Clio Cup. Jim getting a good drive through the corner. Edu and Cam also getting a good drive through that first corner. As we see RCF trying to dummy Scooby up here. Scooby's not going to fall for anything like that though. Is RCF going to be able to do him here though? No, he's not, but we did see Cam unfortunately lock up by taking a tight line into the hairpin. Cam and Edu really battling out here. On one corner, one has the inside line, on the next the other. You almost have to think like in chess, 2 corners ahead on this track. Oh, Cam, yeah, the back end just come out a little bit there as well. Did for Edu, but Edu not as bad as Cam. And Edu's going to get, oh yeah, gets into second place. A little bit of a touch from the rear end of Edu. Nothing you could do about that. Oh, Cam's losing it. He keeps it. Well held by Cam there to avoid the spin. Blue Goby will be thinking, I wish he could have done that on lap 1. Blue Goby, as we see on the board there, is still in 8th place. now approaching the end of this race. What a hell of a race it has been tonight. RCF locking up there, trying everything now to get in front of Scooby. He knows his time is running out. And he can see Edu as well, just in front. He'll be wanting to bring this fight to Edu as well. It's one thing having a guy behind you, but it's another one. They're your closest point rival. Nice control through this section of the track by RCF. Cam dropped a little bit off from Edu there, so he went on the grass just before. So Edu now bringing the fight to Jim. Is he going to be able to catch up to Jim? Get past him by the end of the race? Comment there. Mia plays MSP. Say hi to NGR Mad Marshall, who's out there on the track. Always nice to know that your family is watching. But Edu has managed to get in. Oh no! Chaos for Cam. Not sure what happened, but Jim's fallen back. Cam taking a bad hit there, unfortunately. Drops down and down and down. And there's Blue Gobi. Oh, Cam will be absolutely kicking himself all the way to lap 18. I'll be interested to see what did happen. And Scooby is now in this fight here as well. Now in second. And RSGM again, the luck just doesn't stick with him for the entire race, as we've seen every round this season. And Edu in the right place at the right time, as able to capitalise on the mistakes of others. But I'll be interested to find out what did happen to him. But looking like the higher point scores too much of a challenge now for Cam. So we'll stick with this battle for second place now between NGR Scooby G and RCF Polo FR. On the penultimate lap. Is RCF going to be able to find a way past here? But I'll tell you what, Scooby will be very pleased with this finish tonight. I think it's been a while since we've seen him on a podium in the Clio Cup races. It's been a long time coming for him. RCF trying to find a way past here. Unsuccessful in his advances at the moment. Scooby had one hell of a drive tonight fighting off this guy. Oh, he makes a little mistake. Is that commentator curse kicking in? Unfortunately it is for him. RCF now in second. Edu will see that on the board as well. Edu will not want to see that. Well, the way it goes, Edu will jump above him in the points, so either will take the top spot on the table. RCF will move down to second. Is Jim going to be able to upset things even more for RCF? Here he's got Scooby who's battling with now. So this is the final lap. Edu is approaching traffic here. Oh no, he's got past the traffic. Scooby trying to get back out in front of Jim at the moment. I still think he'll be happy with fourth. Probably feels he maybe could have had a top spot, but Jim is definitely wanting that podium finish again. The luck hasn't been with him this season. You know, at a time there was where we'd see Jim finish first pretty much every race. I think Jim at second season, maybe first season Clio Cup, I think he was undefeated apart from one race in the season. But that is the finish. Edu takes the win. Well done to him. That was a hard battle for him. But RS Jim takes second. I'm saying RCF first. That's definitely not correct. Saying 8th, that's definitely not correct. Well, well done to Edu. That was a hard battle for him. Where's Cam? So it's saying Cam 7th. I'm sure we're going to see the tables here. But well done to all the guys. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, we had a 15-second penalty. Oh, so RCF does take first. RS Jim second. Scooby does get on the podium then. Oh, Edu will be furious with that. 15 seconds and everyone was so close. Oh, interesting stuff there. The penalty system really taking its toll on some of the drivers there tonight. So interesting. So RCF does maintain his top spot. So amazing race that. Lots of talking points, lots of action again. Now sadly we won't be returning next week. The season might be continued, but sadly the stream won't be coming next week to us due to other commitments. But it does return in 2 weeks time for either round 6 or round 7. We are in discussions if the season's going to continue or otherwise we'll just continue it for the stream. But stick with us on the Next Gen channel. We'll return in just under half an hour for our World L&T Motorsport World Touring Car Championship. That's from my driving perspective. This week it's come from Alton Park, using the island layout of the circuit. But as always, if you are new, do subscribe to the channel. Please share. And stick with us at Next Gen for more Project Cars 2, GT Sport, and a set of course for action. And do come and join us as well if you are in the PlayStation 4 Sim Racing World. And we'll catch you all soon. Cheers for watching.